If Kira gets caught, then that makes him evil. But if he wins and rules the world, then I guess he's justice.
Death Note is one of the best anime series of this century thus far. Several YouTubers made videos on the greatness of this series, me included. But I haven't told you one of the main reasons why it is one of the best, and also why the series lesson is beneficial to your life. So here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. Here's the reason Death Note is so great. Death Note is great because it reveals humanity's true nature. There is not a universal sense of justice in the series. Light, or Kira if you prefer, wants to eliminate all the bad people in the world. Yes, this is noble, but his reason for doing so is less altruism than selfish. Light wants to become the god of the new world. This new world being a place without criminals, a utopia where he decides right and wrong, good and bad. Most of all, this new world is a landscape for his glory. Light wants the world to know someone is judging bad behavior, that a true God exists, him. In this world and in Death Notes, it feels like our lives and planet are missing something, like an observer, an arbiter, even an ultimate judge. Someone's not fulfilling his or her duty. Criminals get away with crimes despite conclusive evidence showing their guilt. Those people with connections but not talents are pulled to the top of the social hierarchy. The good are trodden by the bad. Death Note rips off the veneer of human life and exposes the truth. There is no justice, good or evil in the world. In the case of Light versus Kira, Light ultimately wins not because he was more talented or morally right, or his sense of justice was better. He won because of his connections to dangerous beings, Shinigami, their power, and a bit of luck. As Light says in the episode Justice in the second half of the series, if we catch Kira, he is evil. If he wins and rules the world, then he is justice. This statement, more than any other, embodies life in Death Note and in real life. If you win, you can claim victory with whatever justification or philosophy you desire. If you lose, the victors can and will define the narrative. This digs deep into human psychology. People think their efforts will succeed, that if they work just a little bit harder, persist a little bit more, express a little bit more passion, their endeavors will succeed. But history tells us otherwise. History is littered with hardworking, persistent, and passionate people dedicated to their craft for their entire lives. These people are not known. Often, and unfortunately, their talents are used for others' means. They are forgotten, and no one remembers their name. This got me thinking, how many of you can name your great-great-grandparents? How did they live their lives? What did they do? What are their significant accomplishments? Did they leave you anything? Many don't know. Most don't care. Humanity rarely, if ever, concerns itself with ancestors as tangibles on its own merits. As spirits, part of a religion, a philosophy, yes. But most of the time, it is a narrative created, whether true or false, about an ancestor used for a purpose, to inspire others or demoralize others. This brings us to Death Note in modern life. Light and L self-actualized their lives to their rawest point. The Kira case was about winning and losing, take and take, a zero-sum game. That's all. Modern human life and its predominant socio-economic system are the same. There can be only winners and losers. Everyone is part of the game. The things we create are blessings or symptoms of our conscious and subconscious desires. That's all there is to it. Though mankind has always been more or less barbaric and selfish, modern society is a bit different. The world is the way the world is today because people are tapping into their base nature more openly, after centuries of keeping it concealed. social institutions and structures are demolished. Technology makes people detached from nature and other humans. The greater good is ignored. Do you think we are headed to a better world as people become more impersonal and have a base nature? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear what you think. In the meantime, now this is just like El and Light in their battle. The initial conflict was a matter of justice. El felt Light's killing spree against criminals was wrong. Light needed to be stopped. El believed he was the one to do it. Light saw law enforcement's efforts as futile and ineffective. He came across the Death Note, and it gave him the power to create the ills of the world in his eyes. In a way, both accomplished their goals. El's work led to the fall of Kira. Light's work led to the deaths of thousands of criminals and El. The point is, however, both men did so without concern of the social structure. Human nature does not care about morals, philosophies, or rules. It is raw. Nature wants what it wants, period. This is why Death Note is so powerful. The series is more than a reflection on justice or memes. Death Note teaches us this base nature drives us more than we think. We like to believe we are rational creatures. I am better than some animal, that dog over there, we say. We tell ourselves. Somehow along the way, we forget that we are animals too. That in times past and current, we are and were food to be eaten by those deplorable lesser beings, those animals. Media like Death Note forces this truth into our faces. The series' message bypasses our psychological defenses and sociological programming. This is what makes the series so captivating. Death Note exposes a dark truth. This anime makes us question our perspectives and the world. Are we as honorable and noble as we think ourselves to be? Or are we really craving to indulge the shadow side exhibited by those like El and Light? I'll let you decide.